See the renovation? It's gutted, that's for sure. But have you ever wondered how we get our beef all the way from Wyoming to Miami in 3 days on a truck with UPS? I'm getting ready to show you how I package meat every week. So welcome back to the Finalizing Ranch, where ranch life never stops, it just moves south. We're trading our Wyoming snow and for Florida sunshine to raise orange-fed Wagyu. Real food, real ranch, real life. Let's get going. Alright guys, so whenever you place an order on our website, it comes to me on my side, and then I can print out the packing slips, which look like this, hiding the customer's information for privacy. But they come to me like that, and then I can go ahead and I can print out the shipping label as well. And most of the time, we will ship 3-day select, unless you choose another option. Shipping from Wyoming, it's really expensive. A huge reason that we are moving our ranch to Florida. More than 50% of our customers are actually in Florida, and over 90% of our customers are on the East Coast, or the eastern side of the United States, all the way from Maine down to Florida. And then we have customers in Texas as well. We really don't have many customers actually in the state of Wyoming, but everybody has a cow here. Like, everybody has cows, has beef, or their family does. Beef are everywhere here. It's just how it is. I do have several customers who are in California. But outside of that, most of our customer base is in the eastern side of the United States. So we ship there a lot. And so 3-day select is kind of what we do, unless you choose otherwise. This packaging material goes on the inside, and I love this packaging material. Absolutely 100%. It is cornstarch. So whenever you get it, you open your box, you can run it underneath, take the plastic off, but run it underneath the sink and it just completely evaporates. Okay. So, pretty cool stuff. The only problem with this packaging is the shipping costs here to Wyoming. So I have to order a whole lot of it at a time, and I have to have freight bring it here. And so I might spend $1,500 on the liners themselves, but it'll cost me $3,000 or $4,000 in shipping. So it really doesn't make much sense. So during this time of the year where it's a little colder, it's not the dead of summer, I have to use these in the summer. I have changed up and have been using these. So I'll double them up. I'll put 2 of them together, the dry ice in there and the meat. During the dead of summer, that's not something I'm going to be able to use. Not for 3-day. If it's 1 or 2 day, sure. That'll be fine. Because with dry ice, it doesn't really melt with heat. So what dry ice does, it's liquid nitrogen, it actually dissipates. So when we go get our tubs every other week, we drive like 5 hours to go get the tubs. So I only go and get them every other week. But if you put blankets on them inside the case, it keeps them from dissipating as quickly. So I can actually keep ice, at least a decent amount of it, for an entire month, and if I put heavy blankets on top of that ice to keep it from dissipating. But let's go ahead and pack up a customer's order so you can see how it's done, and then we'll take them up to UPS and get them shipped off for the week. That's a 14-inch box here. So I have 12 by 8 by 10, which once we're done with these inserts, I'm not going to do that size anymore. I don't think. The other size we do is 12 by 12 by 12, 14 by 14 by 14. And then we do have 15 by 15 by 15, but I think I'm going to end up sticking with a 10 by 10 by 10, 12 by 12 by 12, or maybe, I take that back. I'm probably going to do 8 by 8 by 8, 12 by 12 by 12, and 14 by 14 by 14. Once we get through the rest of these liners. So, all packed up by each other. Alright, so we have Mangalitsa pork belly, 3 double bone pork chops, and 2 grass finished sirloin fillets. So right now we are doing grass finished and grain finished. So we have both options. But when we move to Florida, we are going to be doing the orange fed Wagyu. So they are going to have grass on regenerative pastures all the time. And then we're going to use the orange pulp, the organic orange pulp. And then we are also using malted barley sprouts. So not the grain itself, the actual sprouts. So if you have a medical issue where you cannot eat grain-fed beef, I've had several customers that their doctor has told them that they cannot eat meats that have been fed grains. This will be a great option for you. The marbling is going to be amazing. So super, super excited to get started on the orange fed Wagyu. But as for right now, we have the grass finish. I have a quarter beef left for the grass finish on a share for this slaughter date. We're actually taking them Wednesday, and then I'm going to do a video on the processing facility so you can see it. It's been a couple years since we did a video of that processing facility. And then July 15th, we have a slaughter date for 9 steers, 9 grain corn fed. It's local corn, no glyphosate, no sprays. It's locally grown here. So local grown corn finished Wagyu. July 15th. I had 9. I have 5 left for shares. So if you want to get a share, we do ship them nationwide. Get on the website and get your deposit in because it's probably not going to last long. Right now we also have a sale on Misfit meats. They are grass finished Wagyu. They did not marble well at all. They had a really tough winter. The marbling was just not there on those specific cattle. Also, I believe the genetics that were in those specific cattle that we had taken, because they were all part of a specific batch that we had got as yearlings out of Texas, and they were really thin when we got them. I don't think they were able to actually generate the marbling within themselves, because that's when Wagyu actually get their marbling, is when they are young. So I think that was the whole issue with that. Still great grass-fed beef. It's super inexpensive, and yeah. So use discount code Misfit, and it'll take 30% off additional on the Misfit meat. So get on there and get you some meat. But let's finish packing this box here, and we'll take it up to UPS. Okay, so we got a nice big Mangalitsa pork belly. Where I had to pick a way bigger box for the food. Cut. And sirloins. And 3 double bone Mangalitsa pork belly. A nice thick double bone pork chops. These are so good. I cooked some for myself, and my family, and I smoked them on the smoker, and oh my gosh, it was the best pork ever. It was so good. All right, and then 2 sirloin fillets. So these are actually on the misfit meat sale, and he did not use the misfit meat sale. So I'm going to go ahead and pack him 4 of these fillets. But as you can see, they are grass finished, but there is like the marbling is just not there on these beefs. So that is not what we like to see. But I believe it was the genetics of those cattle or them not creating marbling when they were younger. Because like I said, they were not here. Our babies, they stay on their mom until they are naturally weaned. So they're close to 10 months old, like when they're off their mom. And they get a creep feed pellet. So it's a hay-based pellet. And they get that, free choice in the creep feeder. And they get all the grasses they want to on the pastures. So they are super healthy, gets plenty to get their marble on. All right, so next I'm gonna get dry ice. I put them in these little plastic baggies, and actually big plastic baggies. And we're gonna put them in there, and then we're gonna wrap this in here super tight, so that it kind of acts like that blanket and keeps it from dissipating. Grab the ice real quick. Oh, in tomorrow's video, I'm going to take you with me to go pick up more ice. And then we're going to also stop by Renovo and pick up seed, because we're going to start seeding the pastures later this week too. We started seeding on one side, but we're going to do sorghum seeding on the other. So we're getting ready to do that. So let me go get that. Okay. Super smoky dry ice. Wrap it up. Get in here. I'm actually going to do 2 in here because there's a lot of wide open space in between this belly. And I always want to make sure that everything gets to customers frozen. Sometimes shipping gets delayed and can't really do that with perishable items. It'll get to you and it'll be warm, and that's just horrible. Just let me know. File a claim and get new beef sent out to you. But it does happen. I mean, it's shipping companies. It happens. Tomorrow, when we go pick up the dry ice, I'm going to text him today and see if he can kind of give you a tour of how he makes the dry ice. So it's at a welding shop up in Rapid City. And I will see. Okay, so pack that down there super tight. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. Or actually, no. Tomorrow we're not going to Rapid City. So he's not going to be able to do the video. We're going to Sundance to pick it up. Because they have a shipment that goes to Sundance. And it's a little bit closer for us to get to pick it up. So we won't be at the actual place that makes it. Well, shoot. We'll get that video sometime. It'll be pretty interesting. But we are getting a new video on the Western Heritage processor this week, which will be awesome. All right. Close her up and keep her up. Label on there. All right, well, I'm going to finish up the last couple of these orders, and then we'll go take them up to UPS and ship them up. I put these on there as well. They're little refrigerator upon arrival. I think you all probably know that, but it's on there anyway. And just as a comparison to show you what our normal grass-fed Wagyu looks like from cattle that we've had here their whole lives, that's more of what you're gonna get. Grass finish always does marble less than corn finished or what the orange fed will as well. They're gonna be super highly marbled, but they still have a really nice prime plus marbling on them. And that's normally what we do get. But with the misfit meats and then cleaning out the cold storage, that's what we got right now. And it is great grass-fed beef, super cheap. So get on there and get you some beef. Alright, well, I'm gonna get these boxes loaded up. It's about an hour drive, close to UPS, and get these shipped off. If you like to see where your food comes from and how it's raised and how it gets to your door, like and subscribe. We have a lot of really cool videos coming up, so follow us along. Get you some beef, guys.